Hello, music and movement loving teachers and friends. Today I have a fun video for you on lots of pirate music and movement activities. These activities are going to range from preschool all the way up to your upper elementary grades. So stay tuned for lots of fun piratey music activities. Arrgh! I'm going to be using a familiar nursery rhyme folk song that you can use in all of these different activities that I'm going to share today. The first one is called A Sailor Went to Sea, and it's easy if you're playing ukulele in your classroom. It's just C chord and G7 chord. And you can get all of these activities in a free download at singplaycreate.com. The song goes like this. A sailor went to sea, to see what she could see, but all that she could see, was the bottom of the deep blue sea. And then you continue and you sing, two sailors went to sea, and all that they could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. So we're going to do some activities with this familiar song. In the freebie, I've put a link to a couple of other YouTube videos that have the hand actions and some clapping games in them for you to use. So I'll be sharing some of those and you can check the freebie with the links. When I first start teaching the song, A Sailor Went to Sea, I'll have everybody pat the beat. A sailor went to sea, so they go through the song and they're just patting the beat. And I won't do any actions. The second time, I will have them just do the C part, and I'll pat the beat while they're singing. So it takes a couple steps to get there, but that's the flow of it. So it's a steady beat activity along with an action song. Next, I would add in the hand clapping part. Now, when I'm first doing it, I don't have them in pairs because they're learning words, they're learning actions, and they have to put those together first, so I'm not going to put them with somebody to start with. First, I'm going to get them with the song, and then the C, and now we'll add in the hand actions, and I just use the air. So it's pat, clap, a sailor went to sea. So we're going to just say that nice and easily as a chant. A sailor went to sea. And when I'm teaching these kind of things, I make sure they know that they don't have to do it perfect. Just do their best, and slowly over time they'll get it. You know, it's learning a new thing, and it's putting words and our hands together at the same time, which can be challenging, and I'm talking about for those younger children. So that's one activity you can use. You can sing the song first, and then you can do it as a hand clapping activity and just have them do it in the air. And then you can do it as a partner activity maybe the next time, where you'll pair them up. If you don't have even numbers, then you can join the group, or you can have someone play a steady beat on a drum, and everybody takes turns playing the drum as they work in their pairs. One super fun way that I've done with all of these types of where they need a partner activity is we make two circles. This solves a lot of problems because then I don't have people just going to their friends, and I'm not having to assign people. I just say, we're going to get a turn with everybody in the classroom. And with the older grades, 3rd and up, I give them the out. If you don't want to hit each other's hands or tap each other's hands, that's okay. Just put it in the air and be polite and be respectful, because I know those issues do come up in your classroom, and you got to have some strategies or procedures on ways you're going to deal with these things that just come up when you have 30 kids in one room. So the idea is you're going to make two circles. One will be stationary. If you are not going to be playing the game and you have an odd number of children, then I put the drum usually right in front of the classroom, and I'll have this circle around the outside of the drum, and one student will stand in front of the drum, and then I have another circle inside matching up to everybody except the drum. So I'll have the inside circle and they will never move. The outside circle will move, and the people on the outside will get a turn to play the drum each time that we move. So every time we sing a verse, then we change it, and the next person gets to do the drum beat. And then if you want, you can have them do reverse circles so that everybody gets a turn to play the drum. Usually didn't have problems with that, so it just depends on your students and who you're working with, and those are some ideas on how you can use a drum beat, also in addition to doing the hand clapping pattern and the actions to the 3 sailors went to sea. Another way you can use a sailor went to sea is to use instruments in the activity. So we've taught the song already and they've learned the hand actions, so now we're going to bring out some instruments. So first we might have everybody just play the hand drum. Sailor went to, just play the beat on the hand drum. And then the second part could be students playing a shaker on the word CCC. So you'll have the drum, a sailor went to CCC, da, 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 playing the beat, and the other group going, a sailor went to CCC, to see what, CCC, and you can use shakers, or triangle works really nice too. And then they could switch parts, so that could be a group activity. If you wanted to take it one step further and you're into centers or having students work in small groups, you could put 2 instruments in a bucket or in a spot and divide the students in groups, and then have each of the groups use only those 2 instruments, and then they could play them all together. So you might have drums on the beat, drums and wood blocks and maybe shakers, so you have some different timbres going on. And then for the CCC you might have triangle, tambourine and chimes if you had chimes, or a xylophone. That's just one way to differentiate the instruments in the older grade. Like if you wanted to use it in 3rd grade, you could have them decide which instrument should we use for the sound of the CCC, and then have them choose and then have them play it. You could also play xylophone on the chords, the C bass and then the G bass, and then have the drums playing the beat and a triangle on the word CC. I was going to say CCC, but it's the word CCC. So you could have a complete ensemble using this very simple song. So a unit activity using this song would be practicing steady beat, just singing the song, staying on the beat, and doing the hand actions. Next, we would add in some instruments, and then we would diversify how we would do that through the grade levels. So if you're doing kindergarten, you might want to stick with hand drums and shakers, depending what instruments you have. Then with the older students, you could add in a variety of instruments and then maybe split them into some small groups. And then also with the older students, you could do the double circle with the beat and take working around and having different partners in the game. Another really fun thing you can do with this song is to use scarves and a xylophone. So you would have them play on the word C, the note C, a high C. And so you'd have the students go, a sailor went to, and then high C, 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 and have them use their funny high C voice. And that would be really fun to do. So you have them go low, a sailor went to C, C, C. And while they tap up here, they're also going to have some students that are tapping on the xylophones, or if you have chimes or bells. This is a way that you could teach the pitch of high and low using movement and also using an instrument to help you. And that's just another way your students are going to experience high and low sounds while they're singing and moving. The next activity is a finger play that we're also going to turn into an instrument activity and a dramatize a story activity. So it just goes like this. 5 playful pirates sang yo ho ho. The first one waved and yelled heave ho. The second one cried avast me hearties. The third one said do you savvy? The fourth one said there be treasures here. The fifth one said I'm not afeard. Whoosh went the wind and out went the lights, and the 5 little pirates sailed out of sight. So the first thing you can do with a simple little finger chant like this is to have everybody learn it and everyone do the actions, and then you can have the students show you their actions. They could take turns performing it. Each row could stand up and do it for the class. Just give the students a chance to perform it the way you've taught it. Then the next way you could do it, you could level this up to like second grade. You could have each row, or get 5 different groups to be each one of the 5 pirates, and then have them sit and chat and come up with how are they going to do their little line for each of the pirates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pirates, and then have the whole class do the beginning and the end of the poem. The next thing you could do with this in the music room is you could have the steady beat playing on a drum. So then they could play the drum, and there could be a group or the whole class performing and the whole chant. Of course, you probably know what I'm thinking next. Now we can add in some instruments for sound effects, which your 2nd and 3rd graders, especially at the beginning of the year, 3rd grade, they will like adding in some of those instruments. So here is how you can differentiate over the grades. So kindergarten, they're going to say the chant, and you're going to have them take turns playing a drum, or you'll have the whole class playing the drum. You'll do some activities with the steady beat. You might have 5 students play the beat, and the rest of the students say the chant, and let them march around in the middle of the circle. Like, pretend the circle is the ocean, and inside the circle is the pirate ship. And so stay in the pirate ship, and you're going to do the poem and chant it and move at the same time. And that would be really fun pirate adventure. All right, then in 1st and 2nd grade, I might have more students playing instruments. I might have beat, and then I might have a different instrument for each pirate. We could get out our rhythm cards, and we could have an ostinato for the whole chant. So it just could be an ostinato as simple as, or, and then they would play the ostinato through the whole song. You'd have everybody learn that. Then you would have a group playing the beat. You could have a group saying the chant, and you could have a group playing the ostinato. And then once they learn it and they're feeling confident, you do the story activity, and you have the pirates be in the middle, and the instruments are on the outside. You can put your instruments where you want, but you can have everybody be part of the circle. It's easy to trade places, so you have your drums in the circle, have your instrument for ostinato, which probably I would choose rhythm sticks or shakers, and then you have your pirates in the middle. And then once they do a verse, you would have the middle group go to beat, beat go to ostinato, rhythm, and rhythm go in and be pirates. And this is a very successful activity. The students usually remember these because they're connecting to pirates. They get to play in a way to be pirates in the middle, and then they're also playing the instrument. You've also reached a lot of different learners with this type of activity because you're singing, you're moving, and you're playing instruments, and they're having to listen, they're having to watch. So there's lots of things going on, but usually this keeps everybody engaged in the activity. Now with a little bit older group in 3rd grade, you could do the ostinato, and maybe you want to add in some pitched instruments, so you could just play a bourdon on C, G, while they're saying the chant. You could even make up a little melody that goes to it, nursery rhyme or something. So there's lots of ways to take this very simple finger chant little play and actually turn it into a really effective and meaningful music activity. This finger play, I wrote it. It is in the Sing Play Create free resource library. You just need to subscribe to get that, and it has all of these ideas in it. Okay, in the freebie, there is a set of rhythm cards that are quarter note, eighth notes, and there is 16th notes in there. So this can be all the way up to 3rd grade if you choose, and it works for your kids. Here's how the game is played. First, you teach the students to chant, "Pirate, pirate, what do ye do best? Walk the plank or empty the chest." Then the student will get a turn to choose walk the plank or the treasure chest. In the treasure chest, they will pull 3 cards from the stack of rhythm cards, and then they will create a 4-beat rhythm pattern and say and play it. and then they can put the cards under the bottom of the pile. If they choose to walk the plank, they would choose 4 cards, keep 1, and give the other 3 to 3 other students. That way the 4 students would put their rhythm pattern together and play it together. It is not a win or lose game, it's just a way to practice rhythms, and you can play this in a smaller group. Best to have maybe at least 6 students in the team or the group. I have a special pre-K K1 bundle that is really effective. You can use it even in 2nd grade. It just doesn't have a half note activity, but all the activities can be differentiated across those grade levels. They have song, they have movement, they have some beat and rhythm activities in them, so you can use them over a period of 4 to 6 weeks easily, and this is perfect. It's nice to have a bundle of activities because they're cheaper to buy in a bundle, and also you're getting a whole month's worth of activities. That is where you can really develop your curriculum. So you know in September, these are the lessons, these are the concepts, these are the learning goals, these are the ICANs that I'm going to use in September. I'm going to have all these activities that I do every year, so you can create your curriculum using a monthly bundle, and that will really help you with your organization and lesson planning. The second bundle is a K through 6 bundle. It has a mixture of songs, activities, chants, and movement activities that you can use, and you can differentiate across the grade levels. It's also great if you're teaching K through 6. Then, like I said, a bundle gives you a more of a monthly group of activities that you can use at least over 2 to 4 classes. And the most popular activity in that is the pirate chants. And the 4th and 5th graders really like those. They're cute little chants with rhythms, activities, and there's lots of activities in the product that you can use in those upper elementary grades. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. I know how hard it is to be an elementary music teacher, and I know how hard it is to develop a curriculum and come up with activities. I'm hoping this video helped you. I want to thank you for watching. I would love to get some feedback on this video and get some comments on how your September or your piratey music lessons are going. And I hope you'll drop a comment below for me. Let's keep kids moving and learning with music.